wave. Oh, don't do it. Just text 21757420221. Text 217574221. 'Cause I need a cut. Oh, I need a cut.
clean, pure clean. Let us get it clean for you. We know you got better things to do, so just let us pure clean. You wanna come home to clean, wanna see sparkle and green. Yeah, pure clean, pure clean. Let us get it clean for you. We know you got better things to do, so just let us pure clean.
Sparkle up your space with Pure Clean. Serving Springfield, Illinois, we offer top-notch commercial and residential cleaning services. From offices to homes, we make every corner shine. Call 217-441-3109 for a free quote today. Pure Clean, where clean meets perfection.
Everybody ready? Yeah. Hit it.
That's nice.
What up? It's me, Prez, and guess what? You just stumbled upon a Real Ninjas podcast where we talk about interesting topics, critique underground music. No. We talk about interesting topics, critique viral videos, and we speak about that fuck shit. And where there's Prez, there's usually bread. No bread tonight, all right? But I would definitely enact the clause, okay? You don't know what the Real Ninjas clause is. That's what this action is right here. The Real Ninjas clause says that there's no capping on the show, okay? If you wanna say something, say it. If you're not gonna say the truth, don't say it at all. Ain't no capping on this show, all right? So, got an interesting topic as always. I always come with it, tell you that right now. So, interesting topic is nostalgic shifts America's evolution from the 1990s to the 2000s. And 90s to God damn it. the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s to now. Okay, all right. We are talking about that era right there. These two eras. So, I was born in 1984. Yes, Ninja getting old, about to be 42. God damn. And I just want to share my take on how the world has flipped from my childhood. Okay, shoot. Again, we're going to be talking about the years between 1995 to 2010 versus 2011 to 2025. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to cover the nostalgic U.S. changes like cartoons. You know what I mean? What was your favorite cartoon? All right, back when you was a kid. We're going to talk about slang. You know, it's all type of different slang words now. Fashion, music. Yeah, and we're going to be talking about stereotypes. And I got a couple of videos here for you to check out. What else? Got some stats, got some facts, got some stories. And yeah, we're going to play some clips. And we got if you want to see some pictures, I even uploaded some pictures on the things that we'll be talking about tonight. All right, so let's talk about fashion first. Okay, that's a big thing. From 1995 to 2010, so you know what? We're gonna talk about a couple things. All right, I don't want to just jump into fashion because I want to talk about social and cultural changes, including fashion. Okay, how about that? Social life is like non-existent now. Okay, for real. You ain't meeting somebody at the club or where's a popular place? I guess Star Cap? No, hold on, Star. What's the coffee place? I don't drink coffee. Damn, fuck. Starbucks. Jeez. Yeah, you're not hanging out with friends unless you're going to do stuff like that nowadays. All right. What were some slang words that we used to use? The bomb. A popular one here in Springfield was, sir. I don't even know what that even means no more. Sir, is just something you said after work. For sure. I still use for sure though. For sure might not be going nowhere. You know what I mean? Shit. What else? Was fresh. Couple. Put your favorite words that you use. Your favorite slang words back then. Was perping? He was perping. That's perpetrating. You know, if you was wearing Nike and Adidas, you perping. Okay. What did the bomb mean? The bomb mean it was good. Okay. Baby. What else? You just have the best. You remember Saturday morning cartoons? It was an event. You woke up on Saturday, and I mean, like if you after 10, there wasn't any cartoons. Okay, it was from like 6 to hold on. I wonder what time was prime Saturday morning cartoons in the 90s. Let's see when that time slot. Saturday morning cartoons in the 90s time slot. 8 a.m. to noon. It went to noon? I guess all my favorite TV shows wasn't there. What's the lineup? I was a Fox Kids Club. I was part of that. They used to say send in a postcard with your information on it to enter a contest. I used to do that all the time. I wonder where my postcard at. I wonder if they still got those. What shows on Fox Kids? Tiny Toon Adventures. Won't never be another Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh, come on. Tiny Toon Adventures. X-Men. We ain't never gonna get that again. Hold on. They did bring it back. It's on some streaming channel right now. Probably Disney streaming channel. That's changed a lot. That's why there's no more Saturday morning cartoons. Everything's on a streaming channel. You can watch cartoons anytime you want. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. If you missed it, you missed it. All right. Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. They could bring that show back. You brought X-Men back. Bring Spider-Man back. All right. That was one of the best shows. Batman Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tasmania. What else? That was on Fox. CBS had good cartoons. It was I remember. I know the channels. Garfield. CBS also had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't quote me off that. I'm pretty sure that was on. Like, I knew what channels you had to. We only had one TV too. Okay, everybody used to gather around one TV. So Saturday morning cartoons from 8 to noon, obviously, was kid time. Okay, I wonder was there adult shows coming on Saturday morning? I bet not. I mean, there's only so many channels. Okay, the kid never understand what this is. Okay, when you had to turn the TV, turn the knob to turn the TV. Might take you 6 minutes just to get to your channel. Okay, don't let your TV be off a little bit where it don't really fall on a channel. You gotta like put it in between there and walk away real slowly. Okay, everybody had that TV. I had a TV, like it went out on us, but not the whole TV, just the top half. So if you broke the TV screen up in 3 sections, which the TV screen might have been 13 inches. That was a big TV screen back then. 13 inches? Oh, you balling. Don't get a 24-inch what? Floor model with the record player in it? Oh my gosh. Man. Then don't get that don't go get that Rent-A-Center stereo system. They came with everything. Oh, it came with everything. It was beautiful. I want one of those. I'll still buy one of those. Outdated and all. It comes with a record player, a CD player, a cassette player. Oh, kids will never know about a cassette player no more, man. So, like, technology's so good now, there's no need for that. Like, even grown-ups that used to play with tape decks wouldn't use a tape deck no more, and that's sad because it was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. But what else? CBS had Muppet Babies. Oh my gosh. You know how many people look like Muppet Babies these days? So easy to roast niggas. You look like Ralph. If you don't know who Ralph is, he was a Muppet Baby. If I say you look like Ralph, you look like a Muppet baby. Kermit face ass. Gonzo face ass. So yeah. Hold on, I got some more cartoons from you. I think ABC was a beast on Saturday mornings. ABC. With ABC channels. Doug. They used to have the best theme song. They don't got theme songs no more. What's a thing? Rick and Morty just got music. The Boondocks. That's not a kid show at all. That's not a kid show. Well, we got Jessica in the house. Thanks for tuning in. We are talking. The subject tonight is nostalgic shifts. America's evolution. All right, we're talking about things that changed between the times of 1995. We versing 1995 to 2010 versus 2011 to now. But we're gonna just do 2025. All right. Said Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I wasn't a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Okay, I always been a little gangster. Okay, so I wasn't a Mickey Mouse Club. I understand it though. It was pretty good. You remember that show Recess? That was a cold ass show. Recess, man. You know, one of my favorite shows, Saturday morning cartoons, which it wasn't for kids. Now that I think of it, Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy had this episode that scared the shit out of me. Alvin and the Chipmunks, or just Alvin? That's the one you like. Yeah, they had this episode on Ren and Stimpy where they had this episode on Ren and Stimpy where Ren died. Like, no, he was ready to die. He was ready to die. Ren was ready to die. So, and the Chipmunks. Okay, all right. I thought you just liked Alvin. I didn't know Alvin had a show and the Chipmunks did. That'd be crazy. Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo. Okay, that's all right. I knew what you meant. Oh yeah. A lot of good shows back then. Holly, since you just tuned in, Barbie and the Rockstars, never seen it, never heard of it. I would never watch that. All right, dang it. Holly, just tuning in. We are talking about nostalgic shifts, America's evolution. We are talking about things that changed since I am versing 1995 to 2010 versus 2011 to 2025. So that's a 15-year span on both ends. All right. Jetsons. Oh shit. If you're saying the Jetsons, you can't leave out the Flintstones. Okay. They say the Jetsons and the Flintstones actually was in the same universe in the same time. So something happened to the world where everybody moved to the sky, but some people still remained on the ground. Okay, and they say it's like a lot of people die. Like cartoon fandom is real morbid sometimes. So they said there was a catastrophic world ending. Hold on, okay. How can we find that? Jetsons. Jetsons fan. Hold on, no. Jetsons. How would we say that? Just like the Rugrats. Yep. Sure. What's the word? I'm looking for the word of not fandom. When you're trying to fan fiction. Okay, Jetson fan fiction. What? How would I find that? What is the word? I just used it today. Jetsons. Dark story. Let's say that. Dark theory. We're gonna say that. Oh. All right. The darkest theory surrounding the Jetsons suggests that they live in elite, isolated upper atmosphere to escape a I got a Springfield mouth, y'all. Post-apocalyptic, god damn it. Post-apocalyptic, I said it right. Inhabitable Earth, which may be the settings of the Flintstones. In this scenario, the upper class resides in the orbit city, while the rest of the humanity lives in a ravaged, populated wasteland below. Let's see, Rugrat theory. Rugrat thoughts. Rugrats dark theories. Okay, so see, this I was talking about earlier today. All right, the Rugrats never happened, is a theory. Okay, Angelica invents the babies in her imagination to cope with neglectful parents. The theory details the imagined fates of the babies. All right, so these are inside Angelica's head. These is what happened. What was the Cabbage Patch cartoon? Let's see. Okay, we can see. Hold on. We're doing dark theories right now, I guess, huh? Okay. But in Angelica's head, this is what happened to the babies, okay? So Chucky died with his mother, explaining his father's nervousness. Tommy was a stillborn, which explains Stu's constant toy making in the basement. Phil and Lil, the result of an abortion. Angelica imagined twins of both genders, okay? So she knew that Phil and Lil parents had an abortion, but she didn't know what it was going to be, so that she just made them twins in her head. Dill, the only real baby, but Angelica causes brain damage with head injuries. Oh, damn. So Angelica's a fucking animal. And Susie was Angelica's real friend who played along with her imagination. That's crazy. What do you say? Cabbage Patch dark theory? Said, I don't believe this is true. I don't know. Hey. Said, that's absurd. Hey. Shoot. They can explain it. What do you say? Cabbage Patch? That's so throwback. Yeah. I bet Cabbage Patch don't. Cabbage Patch Kids dark theories. I don't think that they got that. I never heard of them. Oh, okay. So it's something. Dark theories surrounding Cabbage Patch Kids stem from their surreal plant-based origin story and intense 1980s marketing, transforming them into innocent toys into figures of urban legend. Legends often focus on the uncanny nature of babies born from magical cabbage patches, the implications of the adoption process, and the 1983 shopping riots fueling ideas of parasitic, supernatural, and sinister lifelike characters. What the fuck? I think it was the Trailer Park Kids. I said, yeah, like you can hear me. It's not much. There's not much dark theory on the Cabbage Patch Kids, but you see how things are. Okay. What else? Yeah, we were talking about Saturday morning cartoons. You know what? I got something here. One second. Explaining some Saturday morning cartoons. Okay, so I say with a good video. Hold on. So we got a video here, and it is what the fuck happened to Saturday morning cartoons? Explain.
Saturday morning was a six.
Hold on. All right, let's check it out. I don't know how much of this we're gonna watch. You know what's crazy? Holly out here giving thumbs up instead of hearts. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we're gonna get on to the video. So this video is titled "What the fuck happened to Saturday morning cartoons?" Explained. So we're gonna figure out what happened to Saturday morning cartoons. And if they don't bring back Tom and Jerry, I don't give a fuck how racist it is. I don't give a fuck. See, I watched it on the Cosby Show. Rudy and her little friend got in trouble for watching. The Trailer Park Kids. Look, if they don't bring Tom and Jerry back, we're gonna have a problem. Okay? This was literally one of my favorite cartoons. Said not true. I changed the thumb right after I did it. Changed the thumb. Not true. I changed the thumb right after I did it. Did what? Man, that's absurd. Hold on. I don't know, man. Ren and Stimpy. Yes. Great show. Bring back Tom and Jerry. I like the mammy. Jerry, what's that? I liked her. Okay. Bring back Foghorn Leghorn. His racist ass. It's a fucking cartoon. Oh, okay. You changed the thumbs up. Okay, man. On my end, it shows the first one on my end. All right. Don't stop slipping up. It looks bad. Okay. Jeez. All right. Well, we're going to carry on. It's Holly playing games. So what the fuck happened to Saturday morning cartoon?
For today's children, Saturday morning means nothing more than a regular weekend morning where they can get up a little late and scroll through Instagram reels or watch whatever pops up on their streaming platforms. But decades ago, especially in the late 60s to 80s, Saturday morning was a sacred time for the kids to sit in front of their TV with a bowl of cereal to watch their favorite cartoon show.
Oh my God, I was ready with my cereal. Just chilling. Always. Bullwinkle? Hey, Bucky. I think that's why I'm good at characters now.
Before the explosion of streaming platforms or even the rise of cartoon channels like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, the major broadcasting networks like NBC or CBS used to have...
When Cartoon Network came out, it was a wrap. All right? It was a dub for any Saturday morning cartoons for real.
A particular time slot solely dedicated for children's entertainment. And that time was each Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to noon, showing some of the iconic cartoon shows which still are the most cherished memories for a lot of people. who grew up watching them. However, now this has just become a faded memory and a lost chapter in the history of cartoons. So,
when, like, from 8 to noon, you had to choose which cartoons you was watching. You might be motherfucking, I remember, see, Batman and Spider-Man always came on after, it didn't come on Saturday morning. It came on after school. It was like 3 o'clock, something like that. But Tiny Toons was on one channel, and fucking Recess was on another. How could I choose? How could I choose?
what exactly happened on Saturday morning? The growth of technology and the rise of cable networks might be some of the reasons, but there's more to it. And to answer that, my friend, in today's video, we're going to talk about the golden age of cartoons and dissect what went wrong with this popular time slot for kids shows. So without further ado, let's get started.
I want them to make me a flat screen with the dial on it, with the. I want to twist the dial. Don't touch that dial. You can't even say that no more.
Go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Origins and golden era of Saturday morning cartoons. Before television broadcasting cartoon shows, people went to movie theaters to watch animated series like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, or Mickey Mouse. Then in the late 1940s, major TV networks introduced the idea of bringing cartoon shows into people's homes.
Wow, I'm too young for that, to go to the movies to see Tom and Jerry. That's crazy.
In 1949, a TV producer named Jerry Fairbanks, affiliated with NBC, first produced a cartoon series for the Saturday morning children's slot. The first ever 4-minute animated series was The Crusader Rabbit, which looks more like storyboard pages than actual animation, created by Jay Ward, who later went on to make famous cartoon shows like The Rocky and Bullwinkle Show, Cap'n Crunch, and George of the Jungle. The Crusader Rabbit followed
George of the Jungle.
The adventures of a rabbit protagonist and his sidekick, Raglan, the tiger. In 1951, the show was abruptly canceled due to legal and financial issues, and because Hanna-Barbera and many other producers began creating smoother and funnier cartoons than Crusader Rabbit. Then the Crusader Rabbit. Thus began the journey of cartoon shows on Saturday mornings, featuring cartoons like Felix the Cat, The Rocky and Bullwinkle Show, The Huckleberry Hound Show, and many more. In the 60s, The Flintstones came out, an elevated sitcom animation for kids.
I like Felix the Cat and Flintstones. Flintstones was the GOAT. That's the GOAT show right there.
Drawing attention from their families. The Flintstones achieved huge success as a primetime cartoon show, leading to the creation of more cartoons like The Jetsons and Top Cat, all produced by Hanna-Barbera. Each Saturday morning became the time kids eagerly awaited all week. But why was this particular morning a go-to slot for them? In the 1950s to 60s, most families had only one TV in the house, while parents would watch the news on television every weekday on weekends, especially Saturday mornings. They were often busy with chores or sometimes out at work. Kids who had no school on Saturday.
Yes. Like, I was just wondering what the parents was doing. They are correct. When I got up on Saturday morning, it was always, you could smell mama cleaning up. All right, it was bleach in the air. It smelled delicious. Okay, not delicious, but it smelled good in the house, really good. And all the windows be open, the sun be shining in. You know what I mean? And I stayed in public housing, so it was this little switch. I want one of these things in my house. There was a switch on the wall that sucked air into the house. Like, it'll just, if all the windows open, it'll just suck all type of air into the house. I don't know why that was there. Maybe that was a central cooling unit. I need to go and see if that's still in that house. All right. I used to stay on 2030 East Kansas. I might have to go ask somebody if I can just flip that switch one more time, because that was a cool invention.
and no obligation to study right away, would have the TV all to themselves. So the major broadcasting networks like NBC, ABC, or CBS, or in short, the Big Three, saw an opportunity to create a programming block that not only invites a new set of audience, but also turns out to be a lucrative move.
Heads up, Shredder! Oh.
Commercialization.
Ooh. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what y'all know about that? No, it wasn't a house fan. It was a fan that was in the ceiling, right? And if you flip this button, it just sucked in a whole bunch of air into the house. I'm talking about all the windows, all the curtains on the windows will be sucked like blowing towards this fan. Like it was sucking air into the house. I don't know what it is. Ninja Turtle. I know we have 1, 2, I think. Okay. So, oh yeah, Ninja Turtles was the shit.
And regulatory shifts.
G.I.
The network
Joe
saw a big marketing opportunity, focusing on this particular time
Cobra!
slot for kids whom the advertisements could easily influence. Yes, the demand for cartoon shows rose, and production increased, but making cartoon shows in abundance was literally high cost and laborious. Yes,
because back then, they actually drew everything. They actually drew all the cartoons. Now, not so much. I don't know how they do it now, but they don't got to draw nothing. Okay? To be an animator was a big job back then. And like, that was a real thing to be. I want to be an animator. Making cartoon characters. Now, AI can do all that shit. Computers do all that shit. Bring me back to the day. Now I get it. See, it just costs a lot of money now. Like money, shit went up. So for me to sit here and make a cartoon, you have to pay me really good. See, Kylie's first word was flipping SpongeBob. Oh wow.
artists would have to make 24 frames for just 1 second of a scene. So you can imagine why the production
By the power of Grayskull! This was my first cartoon I was a fan of. Like I remember back in the projects before we was in this scatter site house I was just talking about. In the projects, watching the floor model, watching He-Man. He-Man, then Gumby came on next after that. I was always ready for Gumby.
house would demand more people and, of course, more money. So the advertisers slid in. The sponsors and brands selling superhero figurines or toys saw the opportunity to collaborate with the network to make animations on their toy lines, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, My Little Pony and Friends, and Transformers. Yes, all these iconic cartoons.
My little pony, my little pony, my little pony and friends.
Series were actually created to sell toys. On the other hand, cartoons like Pac-Man, Dungeons and Dragons, and the Rubik's Cube advertised board games. The advertisement blended so well with the animation that kids couldn't differentiate between them. Therefore, the children became increasingly demanding, begging their parents to buy them the toys that they saw on the television screen. Initially, parents complied with these demands.
See, this was a good time, okay? Like, it wasn't the Knight Rider. I had the car and a t-shirt. Nice. Like, we on cartoons at the moment, but no, we on just on old shows. We'll get to some live action shows. No, not how. My little pony, my little pony. Ooh, you gonna have to sing it. I think I'm right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say you might know the My Little Pony song a little better than me, but until I hear it, my little pony, my little pony, you know, that's how I go.
But later, the kids' unusual demands raised their eyebrows.
See, now they're pushing stuff through your kids' phones, okay? And they are targeting them with an algorithm type stuff. I like these days because you have to watch the show to actually want the action figures and stuff like that. It wasn't brainwashing you to go buy something. You bought it because you actually liked it.
It turned out that the sacred time of pure entertainment for the kids soon became a battleground of consumer cultures. The network had grown desperate from their ad-making business, rather than actually letting kids enjoy these shows. This angered many parents, leading them to form a parent group in the late 60s. In 1968, a parent group named Actions for Children's Television.
They always overdo it though. You know what I mean? Like once they say, "Oh, we can make money like this," they want to fuck it up. Instead of just keep making your money, doing what you're doing, they're gonna over advertise now. Every scene has an advertisement in it. You know what I mean? Shoot, they just overdo it all the time. They fuck it up. They love to fuck shit up when it was fine how it was. But how can we make more money? How can we do this? I understand making money and making more money. Make more of the thing that made money. Don't change the shits.
Act was created to demand that the network improve the quality of children's shows and remove or limit advertisements on the Saturday morning cartoons. First, they watched shows like Romper Room, where nothing much happened, except a host directly advertising products to the kids. And then they went for superhero animations and cartoons that advertise.
That's crazy. Like, they literally, that makes sense though. That's Hollywood today. We're gonna do the bare minimum and sell you this. So they just made little cartoons and then had some, in the cartoon, they were selling you something too. That's fucking diabolical.
The toy lines. Even in the 80s, they banned some cartoons, including the Garbage Pail Kids, which wasn't quite appropriate for the little ones. It was a bit scary because of its oddball, bizarre animation style. By the beginning of the 70s, parent groups began bringing these networks into the battlefield until the law intervened to regulate them.
I never watched the Cabbage Patch Kids. Well, not Cabbage Patch Kids, Garbage Pail Kids. The Goats.
Rise of cable, syndication, and new channels. While ACT was already a roadblock, another problem emerged for the Big Three in the late 1980s. The rise of cable networks and cartoon channels. Fox Networks, WB Networks, and UPN arrived, showing some syndicated cartoon shows in afternoon blocks or on weekends. This came as a threat.
Powerpuff Girls. I was a Powerpuff Girl fan. Nigga, Elmer Fudd. Oh my gosh.
To the Big Three, as it disrupted the network's monopoly. Also in the late 70s, Nickelodeon launched as a channel dedicated solely to children's shows and cartoons.
Oh my gosh. Dexter's Lab. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I was about to say something. Hold on. What about the Powerpuff Girls? What was I about to say? Damn it. Hold on. I'm going to go back a little bit to see if I can remember what I was going to say.
Big Three. In the late 1980s, the rise of cable networks and cartoon channels. Fox Networks, WB Networks, and UPN arrived, showing some syndicated cartoon shows in afternoon blocks or on weekends. This came as a threat to the Big Three, as it disrupted the network's monopoly. Also,
y'all remember Platinum Fubu? When they had the Looney Tunes characters on it? They was like Bugs Bunny with a gold tooth. Iced out, Elmer Fudd with a fitted cap on, in a Jordan jersey. Loved it.
So in the late 70s, Nickelodeon launched as a channel dedicated solely to
when I used to watch Dexter's Lab, I used to write down adventures I'm gonna make too. I had an active imagination back then.
To children's shows and cartoons. More cartoon channels like Cartoon Network emerged in the early 90s, when the big networks weren't in demand anymore.
I wasn't a big Mickey Mouse fan. Like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I was a Looney Tunes fan. I was more Six Flags than Disney.
Channels aired cartoons all day, giving kids a lineup of cartoons for the entire week. For example, reruns like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, and Mickey Mouse, as well as the new cartoon show.
I used to stay up all night watching Dora. That was after our time. I don't think that was after our time. Yeah, we was too old to watch Dora, but yeah, I fucked with Dora though, because Dora taught my kids Spanish. They used to say all type of Spanish words all the time. Ayúdeme, Daddy, ayúdeme. What? I learned that off of them. I used to write down. I said, I'm gonna make me a transporter beam. I'm gonna write down make transporter beam. Like that's all I had to do is start to make it, and then there you go. I had a very active imagination.
Shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Rugrats, etc.
I used to think I could control the weather. That's how. I must have been eating paint chips back then.
Apparently, nobody waits for that weekend morning anymore, as the afternoon block was a perfect time for the kids to immerse themselves in cartoon shows after returning from school. Some anime cartoons like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z were once broadcast in the afternoon or evening before kids sat down to finish their homework. The catch for these cartoon channels was that they didn't rely on just ads and sponsorships anymore. Their monetization model was based on subscription and syndication of the cartoons, which was also a very successful and sustainable business model for these channels, unlike the major networks, which
I remember, that's why Cartoon Network was so successful. Shit, it's all cartoons, easily 24 hours. I know one time I stayed up watching cartoons all night, like with my head on my hand, right? I was on a pallet on my grandma's floor all night, just laying here with my hand on my head. Had a softball game, had a baseball game later on. I mean, that next day, right? But when I got up, my wrist, I didn't stay up and listen. Oh, let me zoom in on me real quick. Hold on. Let me go bigger than that. So I was up watching on the floor, on the pallet on the floor, watching cartoons all night. My favorite, I used to wait up for Wait Till Your Father to Get Home. Do y'all remember that show? That was my show. Wait till your father gets. Wait till your father gets. Wait till your father gets home. But I stayed up all night, hand on my head, and my wrist swelled up. I couldn't even play in the softball. I keep saying softball because my daughters play softball. One of my daughters plays softball. Holly say we were at a Mexican restaurant. My daughter was like 4. The waiter said, "Mama knows," and she got up and went with him. That's how I learned that word. Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, Nickelodeon went crazy. Yes, Nickelodeon was great. I'll play a little bit more of this. This ain't a bad video, right? Sometimes you don't never know what you're gonna get.
at that time were generating less profit from ad revenues generated by these Saturday blocks. Moreover, with VCRs and DVDs, kids could even rewatch cartoons by recording, which made the watching experience more personal to them than it ever was.
Where is that walking suitcase?
Yeah, Popeye? I'm going to say Popeye is the reason why I like to work out, maybe. You know what I mean? It's a couple reasons why I like to stay fit. I'm going to say Popeye might be one of them, okay? Popeye stayed with a little baddie, okay? And he'll beat your ass when he want to. Okay, he never used. He was like the first Spider-Man. Okay, with great power comes great responsibility. When he got off them greens, nigga, he used to go crazy. He didn't like doing that. He didn't eat spinach all the time. He only ate it. He only ate spinach when he needed to. When he needed to beat some ass. Uppercut a crocodile.
government mandates, and the demise of the cartoon block. The American activist and act lead, Peggy Curran, was a dominant force in bringing about changes in how these networks produced content for kids. Peggy repeatedly brought this issue to court, and in 1978, it finally led the Federal Trade Commission to warn the networks about banning direct advertising on children's cartoon shows for children under 6. The age limit was crucial because children under 6 are extremely vulnerable and not yet at the stage to understand commercialization techniques. They may get easily influenced by a cartoonish figure who tries to sell them chocolates or a toy. Also, the ban had strict regulations on ads targeting.
That's crazy because if you're under 6, how the fuck are you gonna buy it? Like, yeah, you want it, but you can't get it unless your parents get it for you. See, it sounds like a bitch and fucked up and messed up Saturday morning cartoons because they were trying to sell some shit. Tell your kids no.
Kids up to age 11, a drastic step the networks couldn't afford, as it could destroy their business model of producing cartoons solely based on these advertisements. So they clearly opposed this ban, and several network heads held a discussion, preventing the court from passing the ban at that time. Although the ban was withdrawn, it put immense pressure on the networks because it increased their responsibilities regarding how they would regulate the shows and advertisements. So they started producing many educational and social service segments, such as Schoolhouse Rock, Bad Squad, and NBC's One to Grow On.
So, damn, okay. That's crazy because when I was a kid, like as I'm growing up, said, what if cottage cheese made you super strong? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Shit. How is curded milk giving you strength? No. Vegetables give you strength. Curded milk gives you diarrhea. So no.
So Schoolhouse Rock debuted in 1973.
But Schoolhouse Rock was only invented because they didn't have any educational shows. They said, you know what? Okay, we're going to stop selling your kids stuff and sell educational stuff. I had a fucking Schoolhouse Rock shirt. Come on now. They still was selling you something, just educational shits.
After this whole issue, they began including more educational content in the shows, such as solving math problems, civics, and spreading environmental awareness. However, that advertising model remained pretty active, and the parent group ACT continued to demand more educational content and stricter regulations.
Make your own fucking content then, bitch. Okay? Whoever the fuck it is. Like, why do they gotta make educational shit? With my money, I want to make Super Killing Ninja slicers. That's what I want. Super Killing Ninja slicers. They are a group of teenagers that come back from the future with ninja stopping powers, okay? And they stopping all the ninjas in 1980, okay? I want to see that show. I want to watch. Don't give me math problems.
Regulations for these ads. They wanted clear labeling on these shows to indicate they were educational, so no commercials or merchandise could later be added to them. Finally, in 1990, the U.S. government enacted the Children's Television Act, CTA, imposing strict limitations on these networks. Every TV network would have to show at least 3 hours of educational/informational content. And there would
you know what? I'd rather just not play fucking cartoons if I was CBS. If I was the 3 hours, that is crazy. 3 hours of educational shit. So they tell me that's why the Power Rangers wasn't popular on TV no more? Because it had to be educational? Make your own fucking TV show. 3 hours, fucking Saturday morning cartoon is from 8 to 12. That is only 4 hours. So you telling me I only get Shredder getting stabbed for 30 minutes? And then the Transformers for 30 minutes? Then we gotta talk about Reading Rainbow. I love Reading Rainbow. Okay, so let's not get on Reading Rainbow.
The only 10.5 minutes of advertising per hour of programming. Thus, the networks began to include shows like Saved by the Bell, The New Class, or The New Adventures of Captain Planet.
A remake of Gremlins would be cool. And Captain Planet was the best weakest TV show ever. I'll tell you that right now. They need to come out with another version of that, but a dark version, like not for kids. This is a rated R Captain Planet. You know what I mean? Like Captain Planet ain't even a big part of. He a big part of the show, of the movie, but it's because he only like these kids when they get in trouble and they can't get out. That's when they call him. He come through, mop up everybody, and then go back into the ring. He ain't really nobody. But the show, the movie is around the kids, and I need this to be live action.
Ensuring they were purely educational and informational for the children, the 90s CTA bill did manage to.
She said, "Holy moly, you are getting hyped." I miss the good times, Jessica. Is that okay? I miss the good times.
Remove the irritating ads from the cartoons. Still, the EI content brought by the network was no longer as funny as the superhero animation or the goofy cartoons the kids used to enjoy on those Saturdays.
Yes, you fucked it up with the man. There's only so much educational shit that could be entertaining.
Saturday mornings. On weekends, they just wanted pure entertainment because education was meant for the rest of the week. However, the networks understood that the time had arrived for them to shift to live action shows rather than cartoons, which marked the beginning of the end.
Good.
Changing cultural and technological landscapes.
Dang.
With the emergence of arcades in the 70s and the VHS tapes and VCRs of the 80s, kids were introduced to something very different than just TV cartoons. The world has experienced a sudden shift across many technologies and media, including the entertainment sector. Saturday morning cartoons lost their demand to the new generation.
Oh shit! Everybody know I fuck with DuckTales. Nigga, I fucks with DuckTales. DuckTales has the best intro song. Nope, not DuckTales. Darkwing Duck has the best intro song ever. Now DuckTales is cool. What do you go? Race cars, lasers, airplanes, in Duckburg. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo. Love it. But Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Oh, I can hit it. I can hit it.
After watching cartoons became just a regular activity rather than a ritual. In the late 90s, the godfather of streaming platforms, Netflix, emerged, changing the viewing experience for these kids. Thus, in the 2000s, when Hulu and other streaming services emerged, demand for Saturday morning slots were greatly diminished. Video on demand and DVR services also exacerbated the situation, as kids now have access to cartoons on demand and at their own schedule. Kids completely lost interest in the boring EI content on Saturday morning shows and became more interested in the dynamic cartoon shows and sitcoms from Disney, Nickelodeon, and even streaming services. Some social factors were also at play in this shift. Over time, women's position in society has risen from being just homemakers and raising kids to becoming working parents. Although neither of the parents is home much, the kids aren't left alone to watch TV the whole day long. On weekdays, working parents choose streaming platforms for more controlled watching time for their kids, while on weekends, they enroll their kids in sports or hobby classes, which also reduces their time spent watching TV shows. Meanwhile, another factor that emerges regarding this issue is the increased rate of divorce, due to which the kids aren't able to watch cartoons on weekends. However,
What? The increased rate of divorce so the kids can't watch? Damn! So divorce? Hold the fuck up. No midget cartoons there. Well, the Smurfs? Well, let me find out divorce rates fucked up Saturday morning cartoon because little Billy got to go to dad's house this morning. And his visitation time is at 9. And he stays, visitation time is at 10. So when you get to, it's a 45-minute drive And so you leave at 9. You didn't even get to watch 8 to 9 because you was getting ready. You had to take a shower, had to eat breakfast, had to get your clothes on, pack your weekend bag. That's fucked up.
Many would disapprove of this idea, and it probably plays some role in fragmented viewership and changing habits over time. The final goodbye. When and why did they end? Finally, 2014 marked the end of an era of the Saturday morning block. The CW Vortex was the only remaining channel that broadcast.
So 2014, that's not that long ago. 2014 was the last Saturday morning cartoon time? Wow.
Saturday morning shows till September 27th, 2014, programmed by Saban Brands. Vortex maintained the traditional Saturday morning ritual with shows such as...
Hey, Saban, that's how you know this is an AI guy speaking. It's Saban, nigga. That's where the fucking Power Rangers was born.
Yu-Gi-Oh!, Zexal, Dragon Ball Z, Sonic X, and Digimon Fusion, as well as live-action shows such as Power Rangers. However, this programming block was replaced by One Magnificent Morning, an educational/informational animation program post, CTA. But that, too,
Garfield and Friends was the shit. Nah, man, it was the shit.
didn't work because kids lost interest and their viewing habits changed. Therefore, on one fine morning in 2014, it was all gone. Before CW made this decision, ABC One Saturday Morning, which was later replaced by EI Content, also came to an end in 2002. Afterwards, the boring educational cartoon shows also ended in 2011. NBC cartoon shows, under the Teen NBC name, also faded out over time, marking their end in September 2002. The Saturday morning cartoons that raised generations of kids who experienced some of the most iconic animation and classic cartoons on screen finally said goodbye to the young audience. Cartoons remain the same old cartoons that are now airing on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and streaming services, which is why the kids of that time never quite understood this change. Until one day, the parents told them the stories of the golden age. Many parents would still want their kids to experience the times they grew up with, but strategically, these networks can't return to this slide. The regulatory act is still dominant, and these networks can in no way profit from it. Also, the entire generational shift and advancing technology have brought about a vast change in how cartoons are viewed these days. Therefore, there's no way those days can return. Legacy.
Man, no way. It was an event. Saturday morning cartoons was an event every day. So it'll never come back, they say. Messed up.
And nostalgia. What remains? Little children don't watch many movies because real life doesn't interest them. The animated films become the world that entices them more than reality. That's why 80s or 90s kids can still remember those cartoon characters and those theme songs that raised them. Now, Saturday morning cartoons is a lost chapter in pop culture, and people like you and me who hold this nostalgia close to their hearts are still talking about them, keeping it alive. People making content on that golden age of cartoons means that Saturday morning is not yet entirely forgotten. For example, a 2016-17 exhibit, The Artifacts of Saturday Morning, in the Norman Rockwell Museum, paid a tribute to the bygone era's cartoons produced.
Like, it ain't even channels no more. There's no channels. Like, time stuff don't come on. I get, hold on. So it is cable. It is cable. You know what I mean? So I don't see why it couldn't be well, why would you do that, Prez? You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. It'll never be back. That's messed up, man. Kids missing out on so much stuff. Like good times, the good times. Oh man, these was the good times.
By Hanna-Barbera. Their influence on modern creators is still huge, as it inspired generations of artists and cartoonists with their epic sense of humor and art styles. In the podcast, Growing Up with Cartoons, animators Christina Sadati and Richard Inquist talked about how their artistic choices were influenced by the Saturday morning cartoons that ignited their love for the rhythm of animation. Cartoons and animations continue to evolve, change, and morph into new forms. Still, the joy of that collective experience has been lost, as kids now love watching animated series on streaming platforms rather than TV channels.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree. Okay. Oh, dang, man. Best theme songs. best cartoons, best times. So with it, okay. What's another thing that used to go crazy back in the day? Slang words, you know what I mean? What you say? Da bomb. Oh, that's so bomb. That's this food bomb, mama. You remember when shit was the bomb? Oh yeah. So got another video here. It is the ABCs of 90s slang. Okay, so let's check it out real quick. Hold on. Like, again, I find these videos and I watch them with y'all. Okay, so if it's bullshit, I'll stop. All right, so yeah, but it's a quick video. It's only like a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes.
As if.
As if. Bodacious? I never said bodacious, but that was a popular word. As if was definitely a popular word. I guarantee you, Holly and Jessica definitely said as if often. As if. Hold on.
Dude, take a chill pill.
Chill pill. Oh my. These are the ABCs of 90s slang. Chill pill. We on D now. D.
Doofus.
Dweeb. Doofus. Dweeb. Dumbass. Damn. Shit. Doofus. Douchebag. Is that slang or is it those just mean fucking words? God damn. I don't think that was a program.
You win this.
What's the 411? Right.
The 411. Oh shit. You think your kids know what the 411 is? Uh-oh. We got Jeff in the house. What up, Jeff? Don't forget to like, comment, sir, please, and thank you. Nice to hear from you, Jeff. I ain't seen you all year, bro. But Jeff will be on next week, man. Y'all be on the lookout for Jeff next week. Right now, Jeff, we are talking about nostalgic shifts in America's evolution, okay? We're talking about all type of stuff, all right? But we are comparing the 1995 to 2010 versus 2011 to 2025. All right, that's what we're talking about. And we just going having a blast to the past with the ABCs of 90s slang. We're on G now. Get over it. I think that's still used today.
Hasta la vista.
Baby.
Oh. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. That was cold as fuck. Hasta la vista, baby.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? Damn.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. Now let's keep it 200. Keep it 100. Yeah.
Hey, loser.
Do people still call people losers these days? Is such a loser? You know, I don't hear loser as much as you should these days. I guess you don't hear it as much as you should. Okay?
My bad.
Yeah. Nah.
Did you say my bad or my bad? It used to be like a lot of people used to say bad. My bad. My bad. I used to say my bad. B-A-D. My bad, bro.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Put it.
scrub.
Hot scrub? That's messed up, man. Just say, okay, I'll sum it all up. Bro, that shit's dead. Some people maybe remember those days. I do, but now you're making me feel old. Well, we talk about nostalgia. Okay, don't feel old, Jeff. Just feel privileged that we lived in a time where things are still like outside of SpongeBob. I don't think kids even give a fuck about cartoons or shit like that for real. They like some Coco Melon, you know what I mean? But the originals are the only ones. Like people still watch Rugrats. People still watch Spider-Man, Batman. People still watch if Recess was on, it'll still be getting watched. Okay, so yeah, we lived in a good time. Kids now have no idea. They sure don't. And I used to buy in the DVD bin. Definitely be the OG. I used to buy the old like Looney Tunes and cartoon movies with Betty Boop, Popeye. I used to play that stuff for my kids. You know, all the time. Back when you still didn't need cable. DVDs was a thing. I don't want no scrub. Is scrub? Scrub ain't a word no more.
Talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand. Oh shit. I'm using that tomorrow. Talk to the hand, man.
You go, girl.
Go, girl. Uh-oh, Vibe made a comeback. Because Vibe is something. So Rugrats on that shit. Tom and Jerry is it. I just said they the goats. Tom and Jerry the goats. Vibe.
Whatever.
Yeah. If you're gonna say whatever, you gotta make that W too. Whatever.
Big squeeze. Your mom.
Yo mama. Zigga ah. Oh, that's Spice Girls. Zigga ah. They never said what that shit meant. This was not a fucking thing at all.
Zigga zig. Ah.
Awesome. Okay. That helped. That was some good information right there. Okay. I got another video here, but y'all remember the clothes back then though? That like what was some like the Janko jeans, Echo. Oh shit, Echo. I remember when fucking Payless.
There's so much to know about fashion.
Bad. Payless wasn't a bad place to see, or Payless wasn't a bad place to get your shit from. Okay, I was a Payless kid. They used to have eights and a halves, nines and a halves. I can go get the new Batman shoes. I can go get the new Spider-Man shoes. I used to get, had a pair of Shaq shoes. Janko jeans, yes. Tommy Hilfiger, damn, that's a throwback. But Coogee, there's also so much fake Coogee. What else? Champion gear was real popular back then. They had the jerseys. It wasn't Nike with the jerseys. It was Champion with the jerseys. I remember that. You had back then. We did sag. Okay, we did sag. I know one time I used to see everybody sagging. I was like, man, they look like I used to sag too hard too. Underneath my butt, all that. I thought mine didn't look like everybody else's did. Okay. One day I'm walking past a plate glass window, and I see my pants looking like I don't like everybody else because you can't see back there. You see it in the front, you look good sagging, but then the back it look crazy. Okay. Oh shit. Said I had a pair of FUBU shoes and fucked them up in a week. Oh shit. I remember like I didn't know I was poor until I was probably like 11. But so my kindergarten year, or kindergarten or first grade, I can't remember. I think it was kindergarten. Yep, Miss Adams. All right. It was a program at school where they took kids who didn't have no money to go get some shoes. Oh, I gotta hit my boy up. John Carver with Prez on Facebook. I ain't seen him in a long time, but he was my friend from kindergarten to about 4th grade. See, I grew up so poor, still poor, but I'm holding it down. I know where I'm from. I hear you. Nah, you ain't poor like you was when you was a kid, bro. That's what I'm saying. Shit. You might say you're poor, but you eat every day. You go out and do things you like to do. I don't think you're poor now. But like I was 5 or 6. I was definitely in kindergarten. And it was a program where they take the kids and go get some shoes, you know what I mean? So they took us to Payless to get shoes. And the guys I was with, they was getting cowboy boots. Like, I don't know why the teacher let us get cowboy boots, but we got cowboy boots. And the reason why we got cowboy boots, because, and these was real cowboy boots back then. Like, it didn't have no grip on the, it didn't have no grip on the bottom of the shoe. Said, I work all the time, don't have time to eat at all. Well, you can eat. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Payless shoes was the shit. They was the shit. I still have cowboy boots. See, these cowboy boots, hold on, y'all. One second. Hold on. I got the plug. The camera in. It's dying. Oh, one second, y'all. We talking about cowboy boots. Don't let me forget. So, but I don't know why I don't know why she let us get cowboy boots. I stay in the fucking hood, okay? So, and my mom knew that they was taking me to get shoes from Payless or whatever, you know. So I come back home and I got some cowboy boots, and the reason why I got cowboy boots, they real cowboy boots. They was slick on the bottom because I learned about cowboy boots that day. You don't, cowboy boots don't got any grip in it because they walk in mud and horse shit, stuff like that. You don't want to have to be digging that out the grooves of your boots. You know what I mean? And they was tall because you don't want shit falling into your boots that you're fishing out all day. All right. I said, you know what? I might step in some mud. I don't want to have to clean the creases out of my boots, out of my shoes. And that is a smart idea to not have stuff fall into my shoes. When I be playing, rocks go in my shoes. And when I wear these shoes, I can slide across the floor because they ain't got no grip on them. All right? I brought these fucking shoes home. And my mom was like, boy, took them back. And we got some British Knights. See, I wear my boots, man. I wear my boots, man. We do that. Might go buy me some cowboy boots, okay? The real cowboy boots, not the. It was a real soul in it, not what they got now. You know what I mean? Shoot, clothes ain't even real no more. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, clothes don't even got cotton. You wearing plastic all the time. You wear plastic. All right. So, speaking of clothes, I got another video here. Like I said, I don't look at these before. I find them because they're topic relevant, and I hope that they're what I'm looking for. So let's look at it together. 100 years of fashion trends. I saw that from 1922 to 2022. So we're going to just go ahead and skip a lot of that. We don't care about 2002. We are in 1922. We don't give a fuck about 1922. Let's skip ahead. That's like the 50s right there. Let's see what this is. Nokia phones. Who had a beeper? Who had a beeper? I had a beeper when everybody stopped using beepers. That's when I got a beeper.
No, the
1970. I was close. 70, 80. That's it. Okay, this is 1990s right here. Oh, yeah, this is 1990s.
What should I say about?
Let's check out the fashion from the 1990s. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, the 90s. What should I say about this decade? The workwear consisted of pantsuits and sets with cropped Bermudas or full-length pants. Although this was a teen youth decade, styles weren't as colorful as in the 80s. The hip-hop influence expanded to the mainstream, bold prints were shifted into minimalistic styles, the satin fabric...
My favorite thing on a lady was those black stretchy pants. I don't know, that's what I used to call them, black stretchy pants. Had a little bell-bottom flare at the end of them, and they just always curve the girls just right.
It was almost everywhere, along with spaghetti straps. Midi dresses and skirts were a popular look, which
I ain't seen a spaghetti strap in forever.
Could be dressed up or even down for any occasion. Other things? Plate sets, corset tops, bucket hats, puffer pants, slip dresses, and chain wallets. I wasn't born in the 90s, so maybe that's why this was strange for me, but...
Look, we too old to even play with styles like this anymore. Like, I might be 42 here soon, right? And I can't go put on a bucket hat without looking like an old ass man now. Now I'm old, even though I'm just trying to be retro.
Why did no one ever told me about chain wallets? Because they actually seem cool. And
never had a chain wallet. Jeff definitely had a chain wallet. I guarantee you Jeff had a chain wallet. Leave it in the comments below. Or not, Jeff had a chain wallet.
Finally, we arrived to the 2000s. During the 2000s, women's fashion became greatly...
I see you, Jeff. He said, the old Nokia phone. I had me a Nokia phone. That motherfucker covered the top of my head to my neck. Like that, you know what I mean? This is a cell phone. Yep, I had a chain wallet. I know you had a chain wallet. That was you the guy with the chain wallet. I know you is.
Feminine once again, and that meant halter tops, low-ride jeans, capri pants, and denim miniskirts.
Man, this is when bitches knew how to dress. Now, hold on. This is when they knew how to dress, y'all. Okay, like now it's just who has more tits out, which I'm fine with. Okay, I'm just saying back here. See, this is an outfit. Bitch thought about this, okay? And this top would not be on a big bitch because it ain't for you. They didn't make this in 3X back then. It came in Lindsay Lohan size, possibly a Raven Simone size. That's pushing it.
2000s, women's fashion became greatly feminine once again, and that meant halter tops, low-ride jeans, capri pants.
Just says, now it's just hoe status. That's all. Who could be a bigger whore? Okay, even look at this. Look at this. This was the queen of the whores. Okay, looking great right here. You wouldn't say she like a little belly was risque back then. Come on, man. Cargo pants, fucking Spartan boot, high heel shoe boots. this hat, Christina Aguilera knew how to dress. Right now, she wouldn't even have a bra on. Like you can see her bra on underneath that. Now, if you can see the bra, your outfit sucked now because I can see your bra. Crazy.
And denim miniskirts. As trucker hats had a comeback, so did bootcut jeans. The block heels came back, and Crocs, one of the most controversial items in this channel, was brought to life, reflecting.
The Crocs been out that long? Look, I did get put on Crocs. Look at these outfits. Like, they're on TV. So they overdoing it. But outfits was like this. This would have got bought. Okay. If times were like they was now back then, there'd be a whole bunch of bitches buying this outfit right here. Definitely this one.
Metallics, chunky shoes, cargo pants, messenger bags, aviator sunglasses, and the iconic blue tracksuit was very.
I love fucking Britney Spears in a tracksuit. Nobody wore a tracksuit like Britney Spears. Hell, I still wear blue jeans and a t-shirt, and it's been dead for years. Not really, okay? Or maybe I'm just old, but I feel like a nice white tee and blue jeans always is acceptable. I've never had name brand jeans, just Kmart Venture jeans. Shit, let me think. I had a lot of expensive jeans, I'm gonna say that. But now, when I just gotta go to an event, if I gotta go to an event, then I'll go to Kmart or Kmart. Kmart ain't even around no more. I'll go to Walmart and I'll go put together the coldest outfit from Walmart that possible. Right now, I bet you I can do that right now. Coolest outfit possible from Walmart. But yeah, shout out to Britney Spears. If you don't know, I am a Britney Spears fan. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I liked it when the girls was walking on the bottom of their pants. Okay, they didn't keep them pants too long because shit, you walked on the bottom of them too much.
Trendy. In the 2010s or the 10s, I don't know how to call them, social media finally became a really big thing, and so streets.
So we in the 10s now, okay? I said this period, the period is 1995 to 2010 versus 2011 to 2025. Well, let's roll.
Style became very popular. Square-shaped, oversized sunglasses were very cool. Fur jackets were everywhere. Stilettos were reborn, but with incorporated.
Last time I was out with you, a cornbread to see Equalizer. That was the last time you wore blue jeans and shirt. I don't like blue jeans and shirt. That's an easy. See, girls come up with stupid shit like this. They want to see you in other things in a blue jeans. Like, they got sick of seeing a white shirt and blue jeans. You know what I mean? So, they change the rules. Fuck bitches sometimes, you know what I mean? So they fuck up everything.
Fringes or beadings, and the heel height increased from 2 inches to 4 and above. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Skinny jeans, crossbody bags, leggings, ankle boots probably will also remind you
ankle boots, that's crazy,
of this decade. So 100 years later, we finally
it says 2010 was when slut status kicked in. Yeah, what was a slut walk? It was an actual slut walk. Hold on, we're gonna see when was the slut walk. Let's see how accurate Jeff is. They're coming out with a new Friday movie. That's crazy. Last Friday? What? When was the slut walk? Jeff, you're a genius. He said, Jeff just said 2010 was when slut status kicked in. The first slut walk took place April 3rd, 2011. Okay, see, that's why I made the cutoff 2010, because after 2010, everything just went crazy. Life just went insane. Now we got boys dressed up like ladies, and then we gotta affirm their identities. God damn it!
Arrived to the 2020s. I don't even know how to call them, the 2020s. From the practical to the sublime, stylish pieces have preserved through years dominated by the COVID-19 pandemic. I think this decade started off to a pretty practical start with obviously COVID and work from home.
I ain't never seen a bitch in none of this. I ain't never seen a woman in none of this. Let's keep going.
But I'm also very excited to see maximalist styles get out of the...
Bitch, this is not for real. I ain't never seen no girl nothing like this either. That's actually raw as fuck, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like she is purposely longer than her arms. I don't know. Hey, I fucks with this. If I see her, I'll tell her I like that bitch.
Runaways into the actual wardrobes of people in street style. I'm also...
I ain't never seen none of these clothes on an actual person. Said, oh, you seen it? It's crazy. Okay, all right.
So very happy to see sustainable brands and ethical fashion rise. And if we want to go back and be nostalgic about the past years, we can dig into the tie-dye era.
Only women can go back and dig into the past clothes, because now that's style. If we do it, we old. We ain't got no style. I just found me a pair of Jerry Stackhouses online that I'm trying to get for my birthday. This is the outfit I want. And the Jerry Stackhouse jersey, yeah.
Cottage core aesthetic, bucket hats, the vests, the Victorian sleeves, the square-toed heels, the monochromatic look, and masks. Please don't hate me for including this here, but I feel like we can't ignore the elephant in the room, and we shouldn't, because even though we associate masks with very negative things, masks protect us, so we should give them a shout out, and some people have been making some really cute ones, so there's that.
The fuck? I don't think a mask is... Oh, I never saw the mask. Well, you know what? I did have some different type of masks. I guess it is a style thing now. People still wear them. That's crazy. I feel like this might be a little older video. Hold on, let's see how old this video is. But I still see people wearing a mask. This was made 4 years ago. Okay.
That I think it's interesting to think how we started the video with the 1920s, which was
the mask is called a shiesty. Okay, it's a ski mask. That's the one they usually wear now.
Very rebel and crazy decade after a very harsh period. Our 2020s started with a harsh period, but I hope it will end soon. And so I think it's interesting to think about how humans will rebel in fashion once the pandemic is over, and what crazy stylish pieces will be invented. So who knows? We're gonna relive the roaring 20s in a couple years. Anyways, let me know if you learned anything with this video, if you have a favorite decade. I had a lot of fun putting this video together, so.
All right, that was a good video. Appreciate you. What else? So we're just going over things that's changed. All right. So the No Child Left Behind, if y'all remember that, that started in 1995. You was going to the next grade, period. It was too many kids not making it, so you was going to the next grade, regardless, which is crazy to me. And actually, I might have been part of that No Kid Left Behind type shit. I remember my 8th grade year, I was at Washington Middle School, and I was doing nothing. Didn't do no work, no homework, no class work, none of that. Didn't turn in nothing. Had books that I ain't even read. So people have gotten more lazy. The world got soft, and our area have gotten more mean. You are correct. We still tough as nails, but we getting old now. You know what I mean? Shit, like the younger generation, kind of strong. But it's less of them. It's a whole bunch of us. All right, so we can take them all. I'll tell you that right now. I'll take more than the cup. All right, I'm staying fit for all my over 40s, and so when we got to go to war with the 25s, the 35s, it's going down. Okay, I'm gonna be ready. Yeah, but I think I was one of the children that wasn't left behind. That should have been left behind. Because I wasn't doing nothing in 8th grade. I was just happy to be, because I just went through a traumatic, we know you down and get down, Jeff. I just went through a traumatic 7th grade year. Now it's all good. I'm back at home in Springfield, and I'm just chilling. I said I've been battling in school. You know what? I'm just going to enjoy school this year. You know what I mean? I'll pick up it next year. And then almost got held back, but no child left behind. With the landfare and was in all the low classes. I'm surprised I wasn't on the short bus, goddamn it, because I was doing no work at all. Y'all remember, since speaking of school, you remember them overhead projectors? If you don't know what an overhead, I had to ask my boy today if he knew what an overhead projector was. All right, and he was like, "What? An overhead projector? No, but they just call it a projector now. It ain't an overhead projector." I know I heard about you. Others doing your homework. I was doing no work. It was no, like, I say, until I got to high school sophomore year, I was at do my homework stats, okay? But I wasn't in 7th grade or 8th grade, okay? So I was a bad. I wasn't the cool kid just yet. They didn't know how cool I was. I had to show them who was the king of cool. And I'll beat your ass, even back then. Okay, shit. Yeah, I didn't. I should have been left behind. Okay. No, we was talking about overhead projectors. Yeah, he didn't know what an overhead projector. It's just a projector now. It's not an overhead projector. But if anybody's selling one of those, I'll buy one of those. I'll tell you that right now. We had the little clear cellophane paper, and they used to write with the marker, and it better not be a permanent marker or this is permanent, like the marker says. What else? Speaking of school, going to the library, kids don't ever got to do that again. The library, what's at the library now? It can't be like even books get old, you know what I mean? Like they disintegrate eventually. You know what I mean? Just old age, just being around. And not exposed to the library. See, I don't even know the fucking name of it anymore. Damn, you know what? I'm gonna ride the bus out to the mall sometime this week, and I'm gonna go to the Lincoln Library just to see what's up. I remember you actually had to have a library card to check out books. You probably don't need a card no more. They just giving it. Hey, you want a book? You here? You here at the library? Take all the books you want. I remember the school library, not an actual public library. I used to go to the public library all the time. They used to have that little kids section where they had the Lincoln Logs. And the real Lincoln Logs, and they had like a chest full of them, and like the chest was huge. Maybe it ain't so big to me now, but it was big then. There was enough Lincoln Logs in here for 10 kids in here to make big crafts. All right, used to go there. Use the Dewey Decimal System. Who knows about the Dewey Decimal System? They ain't teaching kids that no more. That was actually a class, the Dewey Decimal System. You had to learn that. I used to go. See, I went to the library a lot of times because I knew they had a secret spell book here. They had a book here where I can cast spells, and I'm gonna find it. All right, and I sure was looking for it. I thought I could cast a spell on me and make it so that I can always rap when they ask me to. Said, you need a library card at the Lincoln Library. You know what? I'm going to go get a library card. This week, I'm going to get a library card. I'll record it. I got some recordable glasses. They're not Ray-Bans. I'm gonna get a pair of Ray-Bans. I got the off-brand. I got like the $25 pair. I want the Ray-Bans. I want the ones where men are talking to you. Yeah, that's what I want. What else? Most people are online college now, since we're still on the education part. A lot of online college stuff. It says college attendance rose from 24% in 1990 to 38%. But student debt tripled to 1.7 trillion. Oh my gosh. I ain't got no student debt. Remember when you wanted to answer to a question on your test, you had to look in the book. You know what I mean? Now they just ask ChatGPT. Kids don't even know how to problem solve no more. All right, they don't see a word they don't know and say, how do I figure out that word? No, they just ask ChatGPT. What does I don't know how to spell Chernobyl, but how do you say that? It is Chernobyl. Chernobyl. They okay. They don't even know how to problem solve these days. Kids are all lost. I'm glad, like, my daughters were born in 2004 and 2006. All right. So they was born just in that time where the molding process. So 2004, my oldest, she had 6 years in the 2000s. And my youngest had 4 years in the 2000s. They watched the cartoons and they saw the stuff that was still able to be seen. You know what I mean? They said there was still some Saturday morning cartoons by then. I want to ask my daughters if they remember Saturday morning cartoons. I didn't put it on for them, but maybe but kids know how to work remotes. Said we learned basic math. Math is nuts. Yeah. Like they always try to change something up. They always try to make something up. Well, this is how we add down. I remember how we used to add, and I like that way. Well, you're wrong now. God damn it. Now I don't know how to add no more. It's fucked up. Relationships has definitely changed. Jeff, you know about this. Divorce rates has risen. Dating apps are a thing. The Saturday morning tunes are awesome. That was the best times. We talked about that earlier, but this is the best times in our lives it was then. You know what I mean? Shit. You go make you some toast. It depends on if your mom made breakfast for you or not. If not, you go make you some toast. You go boil you an egg, and boom, you're good. Or cereal. That's all I can really get out the refrigerator without permission is the boil of egg. I remember I used to wash dishes standing on a chair. My mom used to have us wash the dishes standing on a chair. But back then, kids rode bikes everywhere, looking for a pile of bikes, looking for the pile of bikes in the yard. I know, bikes everywhere. Jeffrey that just did it right there. It'd be like 12 bikes just on top of each other. Pop-Tarts are still the shit. Yeah, I still fuck with Pop-Tarts. They think I'm crazy because I like the unfrosted ones. See? I get the unfrosted ones because when you throw them in the, I like them in the microwave, not in the toaster. I want my Pop-Tart hot, not toasted. Okay? So, and without the icing don't really melt. So now I got a soft Pop-Tart with a crunchy crust on it. Okay? Street lights came on, you got 30 seconds to get home. You better be home before them motherfuckers come on. That's what my mom, the street, you know when they coming on. You see the sky. My mama told me, I know I overslept. I was like 6 or 7, 8 maybe. Let's just say 8. And my mom said, use your inner clock. My inner clock? Mom, what are you talking about? What is the inner clock? How am I supposed to know what time it is without knowing what time it is? Crazy. Man, yeah, you had to, when parents trust you back then, because there wasn't no cell phones, nothing like that. When you left the house, it was a toss up. It was a high probability, but it was a high probability you came back home. But you could have not had, man. You could have not had. All right? People used to leave their homes, what they say, dad went out for some cigarettes, never came back. They just found finding that motherfucker. Because you could do that back then. Probably change your name real easy back then. I guarantee you that. It wasn't shit. What else? Oh, shit. This is a great show. Just going back, throwing it all the way back, talking about things that we used to like and what ain't around no more. A little bit more. Cable TV. It ain't much. It ain't none no more. So I mean, it is still cable TV, but it ain't popular as it was. The apps are what's doing it. The streaming platforms. The music revenue peaked at $14 billion in 1999. So it ain't been over 14 billion since. Oh shit, Skateland. Remember Skateland North though? Skateland North was the shit. I don't know why they took that away. Well, maybe because, well, shit. I know motherfuckers was skating. Okay, shit. If they brought back Skateland North, it'll go crazy. I tell you that right now. Netflix is a thing. Streaming is the most dominant entertainment source. Jeff's still skating when you go skating. I'm like, you know what? See, I was a good skater, but I wasn't a skilled skater. I didn't fall, and I could go really fast, but it was hard for me to turn. You know what I mean? So I was a dude going real fast and just like there's no sharp turns. They all wide, and I might run into the wall. Okay. Say I line skate since 12. Okay, Jeff. That's nice to know. I like to learn little things about my friends. That's a whole skater, line skating at that. Yeah. Okay. It's about we about done. Just to wrap up everything. Sports and change. Okay. Shoot, I remember all the baseball scandals. So the sports didn't change for the better, I say. Like it was better competition back when, but it's less. When I say for the better, it's for the better. Not even for the, like I like the drama. I like when basketball players used to be stealing off with each other. What's his name? Barry Bonds. Juice to the gills. 42 still skating. Sports in schools have gotten worse. That too? Yeah. Motherfuckers weak. Like sports gonna be weak one day. We got a lot of soy kids, a lot of emotional kids. You know, I need my little high school football player emotionless. Okay, be scared of this motherfucker. He might stab somebody one day. But as long as it's not in high school, because I need you to run 132 yards for me today. All right, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long, and I need one of the touchdowns on a kickoff reception. All right, that's what I need. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that these days. You gonna get a them day, a two-spirit. You know what I mean? That's what you gonna get these days. So, our days in school, we was hungry. We hurting kids big fast. Shit, I used to like my mom got, like I was poor all my life, but then my mom got my current stepdad right now. I call him my real dad, but he's definitely my dad. I hate calling him stepdad, but I gotta let people know who I'm talking about. Fred, I thought your dad passed. Yeah, this is my stepdad. All right. She got with him, income goes up. So now I ain't on free lunch no more. I'm on reduced lunch. I still gotta pay for it, even though it says we make a little bit more money, but my mom never gave me no money. She couldn't give me any money. It wasn't no money like that. All right. So now, so the lunch lady used to always give me free lunches. You know what I mean? Shoot. I don't know why that popped in my head. What else? I remember when gambling was bad. Ain't so bad now. You know what I mean? Motherfucker will tell you to go to sportsbet.com. You know what I mean? Shit. And Joe Rogan was promoting that, which is crazy because he always talking about how he don't like gambling, but here he is promoting a gambling website. Music's and changed. Rap, mumble rap, crazy. Shoot, the top icons back in our day was Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, Aaliyah, who else? Trying to go ladies only right here. Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige. Oh shit, Jeff throwing it in there. Tupac, DMX, Snoop Dogg, yeah. Dr. Dre, yeah. Oh, I can tell. See, Jeff was the West Side. He like the West Side. Wow. So you think Tupac better than Biggie, huh? You just think all West Coast rappers. Except Master P. That was my boy. Master P. Dropped 47 albums in 2 months. Okay, all right. All right. That's why you my boy, Jeff. That's why you my boy. That Biggie is the best. Big facts. Yeah, music gonna change. Like it's AI artists now. You know what I mean? Sure. Now you only got depending on how good your AI is, and I'm pretty sure Beyonce got terrific AI. Okay. Motherfucking Rihanna got great AI. Fucking Taylor Swift got great AI. Tell you that right now. All right. So all they gotta do is put their voice in a machine, and it'll spit out a song for you now. It's going crazy. That's how music is. Like it's almost dead. That might be what we're talking about next week. How they are systematically killing music. So ain't no need ain't nobody getting no record deals except a selected few, and you probably got to suck some dick to get it. You know what I mean? But they're not letting nobody in, and you ain't gonna get in. And I think somebody need to talk about it because they're not gonna let you in. You can't get in, and it's about to be no music business because they don't need a recording artist. They don't need. They got apps now that make you sound just like whoever they want you to sound like. They have a Jelly Roll song with Eminem and Tupac in it. Oh shit. What was your favorite song from between 1995 and 2010? I'm gonna say mine was Juvenile's High. You with that bad ass biz out. You that one with your friends out. You wanna go to the courthouse. You wanna serve a subpoena for child support out. That ain't your word out. You ain't even gotta say the word out. I know I ain't tripping, but my brother had them birds out. That song was insane. I didn't get it at all, but I just know this is a hit. All right. Dear Mama. Oh shit. Oh no, that's a masterpiece. Dear Mama. Okay. Well, I just wanted to hit everything. Yeah, dating apps are a thing. Divorce to went up. People being social has went down. You ever had a flip phone? Dating apps are BS. Big facts. Yes, they are trash. Yeah, flip phone. My flip phone was the best though. That mother would pop open, had that green light. Everybody else had the black, just the regular calculator little screen. My shit pop open and it got a blue light on it. So I had a flip phone. Yeah, pull that little antenna out. What up, bro? I remember like it got so small. The phone got so small that boom, the iPhone popped out. So you gotta be like, what up, bro? Nah. All right, holla back. You hang it up, then ringer go off again because he forgot to say something to you. Dun 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 dun. Like damn shit. Like my shit. I had the best ringtones. Okay, that was my thing. I was the ringtone guy. And then I used to let that motherfucker play for a second before I picked it up. Like it just be going off in my pocket. Dun 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 Da, 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 da. Go, 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 da, 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 da. Hello? Yeah, okay. Nah, I'll call you back. All right, man. That's how it went. I just let it play for a little bit. They had the blue light too. All right. I'm over. But I did have like 10 minutes of intro music because I was doing some things. But so what I got coming up? I have the Valentine's Day Long Strokes Party coming up. All right, that's on Valentine's Day. That's a Saturday. It's from 5 to 7:30. If you want to come, so it's the perfect thing to do before you go out and do the things you want to do. Okay, it's a nice chill setting. Come get your sip on. It's not a paint and puff, but if you need to puff, you can go to the back. You ain't gotta go outside. All right. What else? That's about it. And then as always, come get your body right. Presidential Fitness and Female Employee where you always get a free onion. Down. And if you need a character, go ahead and hit up pop-up party packs. We got 50 characters for your birthday parties, your family get-togethers, your corporate events. We got Batman also. All right, hit us up. We're on Facebook, and it is Monday. So next, I'm high as hell over here. This weed is pretty strong. Okay, so it's Monday. So next time you'll see me will be on Wednesday at 8:30 for another episode of Girl Talk. Then I'm coming back here on Thursday. I've been missing a couple weeks, but I've been trying to find good videos to react to. But on Thursday at 10 o'clock, you can join me for another episode of Morning Ninjas React. And then if you go 7 days in a row, it brings you right back around to today. So check us out next Monday. Hopefully Cornbread will be here. Jeff will be here. Meet us here at 8:30 for another episode of Just Podcast. Almost said Girl Talk. Shit. God damn. I'm tired and I'm high as fuck right now, okay? Only smoke one. Jeez. Prez, you're a lightweight. Yeah, I'm a lightweight. Well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, Jeff, man. Love you, man. See you soon. Shoot, if you want to stop through before next Monday, you can. Hit me up. Let me know. And as always, y'all can get Ninja started up.
Do you know a place you can go where you can drink and smoke and laugh your face off? That's a real Ninjas podcast.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.